So it's 1932, and you are all living with Mrs. Weeks. Is that right?
We were settled down in a house there. It's in Sebastopol.
And then
we had a big old house. It was cold as hell. I've ever had. No heat.
So your mom and dad then bought property?
No, not till the next year or so.
Where did they buy property?
In Hessel.
And what did they do to earn a living with their property in Hessel?
Well, he immediately built some chicken houses. He always had a little money. And built some chicken houses, got some chickens to lay eggs, sell the eggs, and also sell the poultry. But those days they had, poultry was a big item in selling poultry for chickens, for feed. So
how much did a chicken cost in 1932?
About 32 cents each for the babies. They were babies.
So you were living with your mom and dad in Hessel, and
yeah.
Chris and Phil and Pete.
And Phil.
And who was the first one to leave home to get married?
Chris.
Chris? Excuse me, Chris. And where did he meet Mickey?
Well, I don't know. It was at some of the entertainments at the coast, Bodega Bay or something.
So you went to Bodega Bay on the weekends?
Yeah.
To where? A dance hall?
Yeah. Dances every Saturday night. They had dances those days.
Yeah. Was it with records or live band?
Huh?
Live band or records? What kind of music was it? Was it jazz or slow?
Oh, they were just common guitars and violins and all that. Just normal music.
So on the weekends, you and your brothers went to Bodega to a dance hall?
Yeah, right.
And Chris met Mickey?
Yeah, met Mickey, yeah.
And what was Mickey's maiden name?
Mizuki.
Okay, so where did Chris and Mickey get married?
Where?
Yeah, where?
In Bodega.
In Bodega? They got married in Bodega or Santa Rosa?
Yeah, Bodega.
Where did they settle after they got married? Where was their first property?
They progressed pretty fast. They bought some property in Petaluma. Chicken houses and all that. And, dairy.
On McDowell? Did they buy the ranch on McDowell?
Yeah, they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah. So Chris and Mickey got married in what, 1936? 1937? When?
Yeah, probably 37, I think.
So who was the next one to get married? Pete?
Pete was the next one, yeah.
He met Alice?
In Bodega.
Also in Bodega?
All the time.
What did Pete do in Bodega?
Well, he was working on these dairy farms. That's where he met Alice. I don't know whether he ever worked for her dad. Her dad had a dairy there at Bodega. So.
And what was Alice's maiden name?
Alice Albini.
So, was everyone Italian in Sonoma?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No, you were the only Germans?
Yeah.
Everyone else was Italian?
We were intrusions.
Oh, you Germans, always creating trouble.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so Pete met Alice, and they got married, and they moved to where? Where did Pete and Alice live first?
They stayed right out there, Bodega area, Bodega Bay. And he bought some property right shortly after.
In Bodega?
Yeah. He got a good buy and bought 300 some acres there.
Really?
And he still got it.
It's still in the family?
Yeah.
Well, when did they move to Santa Rosa?
Oh, it was pretty late, the 40s up there.
Okay, so Chris...
And they bought more dairy cows there, dairy farmers, dairy also, and they bought more cows there than he had. It was better there because they sold grade A milk and they got more money.
Oh, yeah?
So he bought the place. So from then on, he progressed more and more. So it wasn't easy, but it was possible.
So it looks like you and all your brothers were very successful
Yeah.
in your business life and your personal life.
Yeah, right.
What did you learn from your mom and dad that helped you succeed in life?
Hard work, honesty, and work like hell.
Yeah. So Chris got married and left home, and Pete got married. That left you and Phil.
Yeah.
So 1938, where did you meet Esther?
I mean, I told you about her at apple, what do you call it? Apple
Was it a dryer?
dryer, yeah.
What does that mean? Would they slice the apples and then dry them?
Yeah, right.
And
Peel them and dry them.
and that's because they stored easier or they had a longer life?
No, yeah. They dry, once they're dried, they keep, you know.
So you met Esther in Sebastopol at an
Yeah.
apple, and
We started going together, then I started going to Barber College, and she started going to Maryland Business College. She used to ride back and forth with me on weekends, you know. So that's how we got acquainted.
and when did you and Esther marry?
1940.
Did you propose to her? Did you have to ask her parents for her hand in marriage?
I asked her mother, yeah.
You asked her mother? No.
She said, yeah, if you think you can handle her. That was a good question.
Okay, so you got married in 1940, and that just left Phil. Now, Phil didn't get married for a long time after that. Did Phil go into...
Barber for late in life.
Now,
They both worked at United Airlines. But he went to service. He come out, went to work for United right away. So
during World War II, did Phil was he in the service during the war?
no,
Before or after?
no. He was in the Navy. Yeah,
During the war?
yeah. Late in the war. Yeah.
How did he end up in Denver working for United Airlines?
United Airlines. Yeah.
How? How did he end up in Denver?
That's where he worked for United Airlines.
Yeah?
Well, he started in San Francisco and got transferred to Denver. And that's where he met Barbara. She worked for United also.
All right. Well, you've been doing a lot of talking and sharing. Shall we take a break?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's do that.